You're watching Hornbill TV's Morning Pulse Bulletin. Here are the news for this hour. Amid the US imposing a 50% tariff on India, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has pushed to increase trade with Russia, encouraging Russian companies to engage more intensively with their Indian counterparts. Noting India's rapidly growing economy and initiatives like Make in India that have opened up new windows for foreign businesses, Jaishankar said that these dimensions represent an invitation for Russian companies to engage more. Mentioning that India and Russia have nurtured one of the steadiest relationships between major nations, Jaishankar pushed for more strenuous efforts to diversify and balance trade between both nations. Jaishankar pushed for deeper cooperation to promote growth and accelerate development and expressed India's willingness to contemplate more investments, joint ventures and other forms of collaboration.
Excellency, distinguished delegates, I'm delighted to join you, delegations of both countries, for the 26th session of the India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission for Trade, Economic, Scientific, Technological and Cultural Cooperation. We are meeting here after about 10 months since the last session in November 2024 in New Delhi. And I think this is perhaps the shortest intervals between two sessions that we've ever had. Over the last 4 years, Excellency, our bilateral trade in goods has increased, as you have noted, from more fivefold, from $13 billion in 2021 to $68 billion in 24-25, and it continues to grow. However, a major trade balance has accompanied the growth. It has increased from 6.6 billion to 58.9 billion, which is about 9 times. So we need to address that urgently. Today, as we meet, allow me to lay out some of the salient features of the agenda before us, addressing tariff and non-tariff trade barriers, removing bottlenecks in logistics, promoting connectivity to the international North-South transport corridor, the Northern Sea Route, and the Chennai-Vladivostok corridor, effecting payment mechanisms smoothly, timely finalization and execution of the program of economic cooperation till 2030, the early conclusion of the Eurasian Economic Union FTA, whose terms of reference were finalized today, and regular interaction between the businesses of the two countries. These are among the key elements. They will not only help to address the imbalance and grow our trade, but also hasten the timely achievement of our revised trade target of $100 billion by 2030. Colleagues, we are all acutely aware that we are meeting in the backdrop of a complex geopolitical situation. Our leaders remain closely, regularly engaged. They provide us wise and practical guidance to our special and privileged strategic partnership. We have had 2 in-person meetings last year and are personally committed to further advancing our strategic partnership. Today, as we meet here for the IRIGC-TEC, allow me to make some suggestions on how we can improve our efficiency and rise to the occasion of deepening our economic cooperation. One, the various working groups and subgroups could perhaps take a more creative and innovative approach towards their respective agendas. The challenges posed by the larger landscape that I mentioned require us to do so. And this should be done in a manner in which it works for both sides. So when we speak today, as you did, Excellency, of the smoothness of settlements, of better logistics, of diversifying our trade basket, of creating more joint ventures, of moving on skilling and mobility, these are some of the areas, some examples of what we need to focus on more effectively. Second, we should continuously diversify and expand our agenda through mutual consultation. It should help to tap into the full potential of our trade and investment ties. We should not get stuck on the beaten track. Doing more and doing differently should be our mantras. Third, I would urge that we set ourselves some quantifiable targets and specific timelines so that we challenge ourselves to achieve more, perhaps even surpass what we set out to do. Each working group and each subgroup could apply itself to setting of targets and see what we could achieve by the next session of the IRIGC-TEC. For example, if you are looking at trade barriers, could we pick a certain number and make a commitment? If we have agreed to a certain proposal, can we set a firm timeline for that? So I believe that each working group and subgroup should include at least one possible target and pursue it with full tenacity. So I would suggest for your consideration that we should have at least 2 intersessional meetings between the IRIGC sessions. We could also do a virtual midterm review with all the co-chairs like we did in 23. It will certainly help us to take corrective measures and come up with adjustments which are.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Bihar and West Bengal on August 22. He will lay the foundation stone and inaugurate multiple development projects worth around Rs 13,000 crore at Gaya in Bihar at around 11 a.m. He will also flag off 2 trains and address the gathering. Thereafter, he will visit and inaugurate the Aunta Simaria Bridge project on the river Ganga. PM Modi will also flag off metro train services on the newly constructed sections in Kolkata and undertake a metro ride from Jessore Road metro station to Jai Hind Biman Bandar and back. Further, he will lay the foundation stone and inaugurate multiple development projects worth over Rs 5,200 crore in Kolkata. He will also address the gathering on the occasion, the Prime Minister's office said. In Bihar, the Prime Minister will inaugurate the 8.15 km long Aunta Simaria Bridge project on NH 31, including the 1.86 km long 6-lane bridge on the river Ganga constructed at a cost of over Rs 1,870 crore. It will provide direct connectivity between Mohkama in Patna and Begusarai.
जी हाँ, वो घड़ी आपके समक्ष है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी आपके बीच से निकल रहे हैं, आ रहे हैं, मंच की ओर अग्रसर हो रहे हैं। भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी का आगमन हो रहा है। ऐसे अवसर जीवन में बहुत कम मिलते हैं और ये
मोदी जी का स्वागत है। तो हमने के थपड़ी बजा के स्वागत करे बा। मोदी जी का स्वागत है।
Former Odisha Chief Minister and BJD President Naveen Patnaik was discharged from SUM Ultimate Medical Hospital, Bhubaneswar on Wednesday evening after being treated for dehydration since August 17. He returned to his residence, Naveen Niwas, where he is expected to rest. Patnaik expressed gratitude to the people of Odisha for their prayers and to the hospital staff for their care. In social media posts, he thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and others who wished him well. During his hospital stay, PM Modi spoke to Patnaik inquiring about his health, wishing him a speedy recovery and inviting him to Delhi once he recovers. Congress leaders including Kharge and Jairam Ramesh also conveyed their wishes. Odisha ministers and Congress representatives visited him at the hospital to check on his health.
The people of Odisha for their prayers and good wishes for my health, and of course to the hospital for having taken such good care of me. Thank you.
Assam Assembly Deputy Speaker Dr. Numal Momin said on Wednesday that frequent visits by Prime Minister Modi and Union ministers to the Northeast is having a very positive impact on this region. He said PM Modi will visit Assam and bring the gift of many schemes to the people, while Home Minister Amit Shah will participate in the Panchayat conference. Stating that Assam is progressing very rapidly, Momin further added air and rail connectivity have become very good.
This is the reflection of Narendra Modi's love for Assam and Amit Shah's love for the Assam. After Narendra Modi became Prime Minister, he made compulsory to visit Union Minister within 15 days in Northeast region. This is the first time that the Northeast region got an opportunity to meet Central Minister every 15 days in their own land. So before Congress time, hardly in a year a Central Minister used to come, forget about the Prime Minister or Home Minister. So now Modi ji is coming again and again in the Northeast region. Amit Shah ji is coming again and again in Northeast region, and Central Cabinet Ministers visiting Northeast again and again. That is a very positive sign for the growth of Northeast region. So Modi ji not only visiting Assam, he will inaugurate and launch several schemes for the benefit of our people, and Amit Shah ji will attend this Panchayat Sanmilan. So this shows that they have that responsibility for this Northeast region, and that's why people love Narendra Modi ji and BJP, and they are voting Narendra Modi ji again and again. So through their government, Northeast able to see what is called development. Now, if you see in the Northeast region, Assam is progressing very fast. Nagaland also developing very fast, and Arunachal also developing very fast. Then Manipur also developing very fast. Mizoram also developing very fast. Now Mizoram, Manipur, Arunachal, air connectivity and railway connectivity, they could able to see for the first time. That is a very positive effort of Narendra Modi ji, and that's why people are integrated with it, with Narendra Modi ji's ideology, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And Narendra Modi term Northeast region as a Asta Lakshmi. So he again and again, repeatedly Narendra Modi is telling that without the development of Northeast region, India cannot grow, our country cannot grow. So he is pumping so much of resources in the Northeast region and taking special care to uplift this Northeast region. So I salute Narendra Modi ji, I salute Amit Shah ji for their tireless effort to upgrade this Northeast region. I think after 10 years, Northeast region will become a very much developed state, and that credit goes to BJP government, credit goes to Narendra Modi ji.
So do you think that ahead of the 2026 assembly polls, this visit will boost up this party's strength, the party's workers also?
100% when there is central leadership, they visit one particular state, and that workers of that party get moral boosting, so definitely our Karyakarta will get the boosting after Prime Minister and Home Minister visit in Assam.
The Delhi High Court on Wednesday, the Public Works Department for its failure to take adequate measures to clean blocked drains in Tihar jail, leaving inmates in unhygienic conditions. This was after a bench comprising Chief Justice D.K. Upadhyay and Justice Tushar Rao Kitela took note of a report submitted by the Tihar jail superintendent on August 17, which mentioned that although a new sewer line was laid by the PWD last year, the contractor failed to connect it to the main sewer line, leaving the work incomplete and the blockage unresolved. Counsel for the petitioner Shanu Bagal said the High Court has issued strict directions regarding the poor conditions in the jail, which have resulted in the sewer inside overflowing. The High Court has asked the PWD and the jail administration to clear this as soon as possible. Today, the court has filed a status report in which the jail administration has admitted that since last March, they have been continuously sending letters to the PWD regarding the sewer blockage. The PWD did not take any cognizance of this and continuously avoided the letters.
सर इसमें सुन लिया कि PIL में हाई कोर्ट ने डायरेक्शन ये पास किया है कि जेल के अंदर वो जो जेल नंबर 2 में लॉन्च है तो वहाँ की अनहेल्दी हाइजीनिक कंडीशन के कारण जो सीवर ओवरफ्लो हो रहा है उसमें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें हो रही हैं जिसके कारण वो पिछले मार्च से सीवर जो है ओवरफ्लो के कारण ब्लॉकेज है। उसमें स्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्शन दी गई है PWD और जेल प्रशासन को ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट ने कि आप इसको आज 4:30 बजे तक क्लियर कीजिए। और मॉर्निंग में सुबह मैटर टेकअप हुआ था, उसमें PWD को बुलाया गया था ऑफिसर्स, जब वो सुबह मॉर्निंग में अवेलेबल नहीं थे। उसका मैटर को पास ओवर किया गया। पास ओवर करने के बाद जब मैटर दोबारा हियरिंग पे आया तो जज साहब ने इनको सख्त डायरेक्शन पास किया कि भाई आप इसको जल्दी से जल्दी, जो कि मैटर पिछले हफ्ते से लिस्टेड है 13 तारीख से, और इनको डायरेक्शन दिया कि इसको जो ब्लॉकेज है सीवर का आप पिछले मार्च 2025 से है तो उसको जल्दी से जल्दी क्लियर कराइए, क्योंकि जो कंडीशन है वो ना रहने लायक है। इतना माहौल जो वहाँ का बदबूदार, उतनी बरसात का वैसी मौसम हो रहा है, उतनी कीटाणु वगैरह सब होते हैं, तो इनमेट्स के जो वहाँ पे लॉन्च हैं तो वहाँ पे उनकी शारीरिक व मानसिक और रोग होने के संक्रमण होने के बहुत चांसेस अधिक बढ़ जाते हैं।
तो सर अब लास्ट टाइम जैसा हुआ था एक स्टेटस मांगा गया था, कोर्ट ने कहा था स्टेटस रिपोर्ट फाइल करी, तो आज कोई स्टेटस रिपोर्ट फाइल की?
हाँ, स्टेटस रिपोर्ट उन्होंने फाइल किया था। उन्होंने अपने स्टेटस रिपोर्ट में खुद कहा है कि जेल प्रशासन ने खुद एडमिट किया है कि पिछले मार्च से ये PWD को कंटिन्यूसली लेटर सेंड करे जा रहे हैं सीवर ब्लॉकेज के रिगार्डिंग टू क्लियर, उसको क्लियर साफ करने के लिए। और PWD उसमें कोई भी संज्ञान नहीं लेते हुए उनके लेटर्स को कंटिन्यूसली अवॉइड किया गया। उन्होंने अपने स्टेटस में बिल्कुल साफ साफ उन्होंने कहा गया कि हमने पिछले 5-6 रिप्लाई भेजे हैं, जवाब मांगे हैं उनसे कि भाई आप इनको आए, इनको सफाई करें। उन्होंने कहीं भी कुछ नहीं अभी तक नहीं लिया। इसलिए हाई कोर्ट ने सख्त हिदायत दी गई PWD ऑफिसर को कि भाई जल्दी से जल्दी इनको सफाई की जाए।
तो सर अभी याचिका का निपटारा हो गया है या अभी पेंडिंग है?
सर याचिका निपटारा हो गया। अभी डायरेक्शन की आप इनको मंडे तक, इन्होंने अंडरटेकिंग दिया है कि मंडे तक बिल्कुल जो कंडीशन है उसको बिल्कुल सुचारू तरीके से संचालित किया जाए सीवर लाइंस को। और जो 2024 में इनकी सीवर लाइंस थी, जो इन्होंने न्यू सीवर लाइंस थी, उनको कनेक्ट करने के लिए बिल्कुल भी डायरेक्शन दी गई कि इनको जल्द से जल्द कनेक्ट किया जाए, जिससे कि आगे, क्योंकि ये तो टेम्परेरी इन्होंने कर दिया है कि अभी इसको साफ करना है, बट ये आगे भी हो सकती है।
The Israel Defense Forces announced on Wednesday that they had eliminated Hamas terrorist Mohammed Naif Abu Shamala, a Nukpal comedy commander who infiltrated Israel and was involved in the attempted assault on the Maras post during the October 7 attacks. The IDF on Tuesday announced the killing of a senior Hamas terrorist who participated in the abduction of Yarden Bibas on October 7 from kibbutz near Oz. The force identified the terrorist as Jihad Kamal Salim Nijar. Aid insufficient to avert widespread starvation in Gaza. The small trickle of aid entering Gaza is totally insufficient to alleviate starvation and displacement in the Strip, UN humanitarians said on Tuesday. The Lok Sabha on Wednesday passed a legislation to ban online games played with money as it looks to check rising instances of addiction, money laundering and financial fraud through such applications. The Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Bill 2025 also seeks to prohibit advertisement related to online money games as well as bars, banks and financial institutions from facilitating or transferring funds for any of such games. The bill was passed by a voice vote after brief remarks by Minister of Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnaw amid protests in the House by opposition members. The Lok Sabha was adjourned for the day after the passage of the bill. Online money game is one played by a user by depositing money in expectation of winning monetary and other enrichment.
Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw.
Speaker sir, I rise to move that the promotion and regulation of online gaming bill 2025 be taken into consideration.
Over the bill, Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde said that many MPs people were demanding to pass this bill. He have also raised the issue of online gaming because many children are now getting addicted to online gaming. Many people have committed suicide due to that. This bill will take the youth in the right direction.
जो ऑनलाइन गेमिंग को बैन करने पर है, ये लोकसभा में आज पारित हुआ। मैं सरकार का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अदा करता हूँ। अश्विनी वैष्णव जी का भी धन्यवाद अदा करता हूँ कि ऐसा बिल जो कई सांसद और कई लोग इसकी मांग कर रहे थे, मैंने खुद ने भी 0 आवर में ये ऑनलाइन गेमिंग का मुद्दा उठाया था, जिस ऑनलाइन गेमिंग के कारण बहुत सारे बच्चे इस ऑनलाइन गेमिंग के उनको लत लग गई थी। बहुत सारे लोगों ने आत्महत्या की थी उनके ऊपर कर्जा होने के कारण। तो मुझे लगता है कि अभी एक यूथ को सही डायरेक्शन में ऑनलाइन गेम्स जो हम खेलते, जो शरीर के लिए अच्छे हैं, स्वास्थ्य के लिए अच्छे हैं, हमारे मस्तिष्क के लिए अच्छे हैं, ये सब ऑनलाइन गेम्स तो अच्छे हैं, लेकिन जैसे ऑनलाइन रमी हो, अलग अलग जहाँ पर पैसे का व्यवहार हो, जहाँ पर फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा पैमाने पर इस ऑनलाइन गेमिंग्स में हो रहे थे, ऑनलाइन गेमिंग्स के बारे में कारण बहुत सारे फ्रॉड्स भी हो रहे थे। ये सभी पर लगाम लगाने का काम और यूथ को इसमें से बचाने का काम इस बिल के माध्यम से होगा।
जिस तरह अमित शाह ने बिल पास करे थे लोकसभा में, तो विपक्ष के सांसदों ने जिस तरह से फाड़ के बिल उनके ऊपर उछाला, इसको लेकर
देखो, विपक्ष को सिर्फ और सिर्फ हर चीज़ का विरोध करना है। यहाँ पर पूरा सत्र विपक्ष ने चलने नहीं दिया और आज भी एक विरोध करने का, प्रोटेस्ट करने का वेल में उसका भी एक लिमिटेशन होता है, उसका एक दायरा होता है। वो दायरा आज विपक्ष पूरी तरीके से पार कर गए, पेपर को उछाला गया वहाँ पर। तो मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे लोगों पर भी कार्रवाई होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है।
Amid rumors that he is set to resign from the Goa cabinet, Environment Minister Alexio Siqueira on Wednesday acknowledged there was some truth to the reports which suggested that he will tender his resignation due to personal reasons. Party sources said Siqueira could submit his resignation to the Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant later on Wednesday. In case of his exit, 2 cabinet berths will fall vacant, paving the way for a cabinet reshuffle in the coastal state. In June, former Art and Culture Minister Govind Kaude was dropped from the cabinet after he levelled corruption allegations in the Department of Tribal Welfare, a portfolio held by Sawant.
Okay. Sir, as Deshan for mathematics, to me as on your health ground, to me resignation.
No, I'm not giving on a health ground. Well, I believe I have improved drastically. I believe in the next 1 week I will be back to my good old self. I'm not. But I'm giving due to personal reasons. And I think I'll be relieved of a lot of responsibility that I have taken on my shoulders. And that's it.
Personal under party level, personal.
No, I have no problem with the party. I will still continue to be a member of BJP. So I have no issue with the party. Whilst I talk to you, I am still a cabinet minister. But whilst I talk to you, we will send the letter to the Chief Minister's office because he is not in Goa.
India today successfully test-launched Agni-5, its longest-range ballistic missile, for the 3rd time off the Odisha coast. The missile was launched from a canister from Wheeler Island, giving it higher road mobility. ITR Director MVKV Prasad said that the 3-stage solid propellant missile was test-fired from a mobile launcher from the Launch Complex 4 of the Integrated Test Range at about 86 hours. With a range of 5,000 km, the nuclear-capable missile can carry a warhead in the east as far as all of China and in the west all over Europe. The 3-stage missile is about 17 meters long and weighs 50 tons. The first rocket engine takes it to a height of about 40 kilometers. The second stage pushes it to about 150 kilometers. The third stage takes it to about 300 kilometers above the Earth, and the missile finally reaches a height of about 800 kilometers. The missile travels faster than a bullet and can carry 1,000 kg of nuclear weapon. It can be launched only on direct orders from the Prime Minister. India hopes it turns out to be a weapon of peace, not war. That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.